Today it's Morfar versus the beavers. The aforementioned beavers live here. You can see their dam just in the lower, on the right hand side of this picture. This is dry gulch and they have found a way to keep it from being dry. Now beavers like to eat trees, but not every tree. This tree, not so much. It's a cedar, not interested in cedars. This is a willow, and they're a little more interested in this one. You can see where their sharp little teeth have been cutting away on one of the lower branches, but not all of it. So this one has not yet been bothered much. This one, they like. This one is a poplar. It's a nice one. Provides shade. Great tree. This is another poplar. And you can see it's also a pretty nice tree. This is downstream from their apartment dwelling, but they're not averse to dragging things back up. And I notice what their sharp little teeth have done along here. I've started putting some hardware cloth around this one. I'm afraid I'm too late, but we'll see. There's still a little bit of bark left. Maybe this tree can survive. Not very hopeful, but we're going to give it a try. Well, here's the beaver's eye view of the hardware cloth around the poplar tree. It's 2 foot tall and it's a 5 foot length. Wraps around this tree fairly well. Like you can see, it's not very hopeful, but and there's a place or two where they've been able to get above this level, although they haven't found this hardware cloth yet. I'm thinking that when they sink their little teeth into this, it's going to discourage them pretty badly. We'll see. This tree's not so heavily damaged, and I'm hoping we can save it. I'm going to give it the same treatment. I've got another section of hardware cloth, 2 feet by 5 feet. I'm going to wrap it, staple it down, call it good. See what they've been cutting right down here. They like those small pieces, they're easy to move. Okay, this is the beaver's eye view of the second one. I've got a little more than the 2 feet on there. I put a little more at the bottom. As you can see, they were already cutting on this one down here. Didn't quite go all the way down, but I think this is going to mostly discourage them. Actually, I kind of like the beavers. I admire their industriousness, and they create wildlife habitat, so what's not to like about them? Well, in a semi-rural area like we're in right here, just not real handy when they cut down your shade trees. So that's the deal with the beavers. I'm going to try to keep them out with that 1/2-inch steel mesh, that hardware cloth stapled to the trees, the poplars. I'm going to come back again in a week or two and see if they've managed to pull it down. They're pretty strong little rascals, so it may be that my best efforts aren't going to go very far here, but it's Morfar versus the beavers. We're going to keep after them.